In the midst of peace and serenity, at some point a stirring happens within me. The stirring pushes me to come down to a wonderful new world to play my part. The new earth is beautiful and bountiful. I am new, like a fully loaded and supremely charged battery. I am also totally aware of my truth, of my true identity, a being of light energy. Time passes by. Since I am a soul within a physical body, I begin to change. My battery is no longer supremely charged, but I am still fully charged. As a new being on earth, I am still aware of my true form, a being of truth and a powerful soul. My body enjoys the full potential of a self-aware soul. I am full of love, peace, health and happiness. Then a shift begins. I forget myself, my true identity. I create many little false identities, little I's, possessions, talents, wealth, beauty, strength. I begin to identify myself with these I's, that these are components of my whole being. I become body conscious. The biggest evidence of this shift is I begin to experience sorrow. Comparison and competition became a common phenomenon. From being supremely charged to fully charged, I become a half-charged battery. My little I's become my complete identity. The world that I once came upon becomes divided. Different languages emerge. The idea of religion, such as Islam, Buddhism, and Christianity, grows and attempts to lessen the feelings of conflict and sadness. Yet sorrow and pain continue in the world. By this time, I totally forget my original identity. From being soul conscious, I am now totally body conscious. I lose my original qualities of peace, purity, power, wisdom, love, joy, and bliss. Instead, I now have lust, anger, greed, attachment, ego, carelessness and laziness. In fact, sorrow and peacelessness seem to increase. My transformation into a physical being is almost complete. My battery is almost completely drained. My true identity is crowded into a little corner by my little I's. Everything around me becomes corrupt, polluted, and degraded. In the midst of this chaos and immorality, God, our Father, the Supreme Being, comes to us. He reintroduces himself to us and tells us our story. In this way, he ultimately introduces us to ourselves, to our true, original selves. He tells us about the secrets of life, actions, relationships, fortune and misfortune, victory and defeat. He teaches us Rajyoga. This connects us to him, the Supreme Being, our true power generator. We begin to recognize our true selves, the soul, a being of metaphysical light, very much like our Father, the Supreme Being, divine and complete. I awaken and rekindle my true characteristics, become fully charged once again, and return home. The world that I knew becomes renewed as I rest in the soul world, preparing myself to return to earth, ready to play my part once again.
The things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. 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 Yeah. I am light. I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside is all light. All light. Oh, light. Yeah. Oh, light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. Yeah. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light.
Om Shanti. Welcome all of you to the second session of our 7 days series of Rajyoga meditation course. Yesterday we had a very brief introduction about what is Rajyoga meditation, what is it about actually, and how it relates to our lives, how practical it is to apply this knowledge in our lives, and how can we relate it to ourselves, our relationships. But to understand it more deeply, now we begin with this journey of understanding the true knowledge about the self. As yesterday, we were discussing about this thing that the most important thing is to know myself, the self-realization. And that is what we are going to talk about in today's session. And we will not only talk about it, but we will experience. We'll really go into that journey within to realize our true self. So as we begin with, first of all, when we say that we have to go on this journey of self-realization, means I need to know myself, I need to understand myself. And when I say know myself, actually this is a very basic question. Who am I? And this question actually is the search of many for hundreds of years, or we can say thousands of years. So we will explore into this question as we move forward in today's lesson of self-realization. So if I ask you, who are you? How will you reply this question? You can just reply it to yourself. As soon as I ask myself, who am I? What is the reply that comes instantly from within? So let me ask myself, what is my original identity? Do I really know who am I? Because when we talk about this question, simply somebody asks you about your introduction, you are being asked to introduce yourself in front of anyone, any new person you're meeting. How would you introduce yourself? Normally, we identify ourselves with our name, our nationality. I will tell I'm so and so. I'll tell I'm Indian or American or something else. I tell I'm a teacher or a doctor or engineer or a sports person. So I'm telling my identity. Just think about it, reflect on this, because this is a very important question, and this is the foundation of Rajyoga meditation, which we are going to not only understand, but going to make it a part of life, a way of life. So this question has to be reflected upon very, very deeply and sincerely. Or I'm telling my qualification to someone that I am so and so. This is my qualification. This is my religion. I'm a male or I'm a female. Now, all these identities, when we are defining ourselves with, just let me go deeper into this question and ask myself, any one of these, all these which I'm defining as my labels, my identities, any one of these identities, is there anything which I brought with me when I was born? Was I born with my name, with a label of nationality or a position or a qualification? Even name, I didn't bring with me. Somebody has given me this name here. Maybe my parents or my grandparents or someone else decided my name. And maybe at later stages, I didn't really like my name and I changed my name. So if I changed my name, my identity is changed? No, I am the same. I am the same person, and I was same. I was there even before my name. I was there even before the qualification I acquired, which I am having today. I was there even before that. So let me ask myself, if I remove all these identity labels, the labels that were given to me by this world, that were given to me by someone else, and I've also started identifying myself with these labels, then once again, I ask myself, who am I? What is my real self, that original self that existed even before all these labels, and it will continue to exist even if all these labels and identities are taken away from me. Now, what is that identity? That is the question that has to be answered. We see this body on outside, this physical body. When I look into the mirror, I see myself as this body of flesh and bones made of 5 elements: fire, earth, air, water, space. All these things are making this body. But who am I? Now let us go into this question a little more deeply. If I'm asking you, who am I? You are asking yourself, actually, I'm helping you to ask yourself, who am I? So let us define it or try to understand it with 2 words which we are commonly using during the day. These 2 words, each one of us is using very frequently: I and my, me and mine. Now, these 2 things are same or different? Is same or different? I need to answer myself, I and my, it's same or different? We do understand very well, I means myself, my means something that belongs to me. My possessions, my belongings, all these things is my. And this my has a long list. There's a long, long list of mine. You know, my house, my car, my family, my name, my qualification, my mobile, my laptop, there are so many things. Somebody is saying same. Please try to understand and reflect upon that. Is it same or different? I say, this is my computer. Right now, I am watching all of you through this laptop. So I can say that this is my laptop, this is my computer. But can I say that I am the computer? I cannot. I will, even my mistake, I will not say that I am the computer, right? So I and my is separate. Now my long list, I have a car, my car, but I am not the car, right? So now come even closer to yourself. Leave all these things we understand. I am the one who is saying that this is mine, right? I am separate and I am the one sitting here saying that this is mine. Now come to this body, which is very close to me all the time. What is this? This is my hand. This is my head, my eyes. You know, somebody told me when I was a toddler, somebody told me this is called eyes, this is called nose, this is called ears. They told me, where is your eyes? I used to tell, yes, this is my eyes. Even at that time, I knew that this is my eyes. My, not me, not I. I can't say I am the eyes. So my eyes, my head, my nose, my legs, my body, then who am I? So this is the question once again. If all this is mine, then who am I? So that means I am someone who is saying that this body belongs to me, who is saying that this is my hand. Now I am speaking. I am speaking. Who is the one who is speaking? This mouth? You are listening. You're listening to me. I hope so, that you're listening to me. You're listening through the ears, right? Ears are listening, or you are listening through the ears? This is a very important question to be understood very deeply if we really want to learn meditation. So I am listening, or the ears are listening. I'm speaking, or my mouth is speaking. There is one person, he's someone's brother, someone's father. He has so many relationships in this world. He is associated with many people. And unfortunately, something happens and he passed away. After that, that body is lying there. Now nobody is coming to say that this is my father. Father passed away. They will say, he's gone, he's gone. Who has gone? Body is still lying there. Who has gone? Who has left? Who is there to rest in peace? There was someone else who was actually with whom I had the relation, with whom I was feeling the connection. And this body, even if the body is there, I was so much attached to this person. Few hours ago, I was so much attached to this person. And now I'm in a hurry. Please take away this body. I need to arrange as soon as possible. Take away this body. I can't keep it. So what was that? That is life. That is soul. The one who is speaking right now, which is missing in that body, even though it has ears, it has mouth, it has eyes in that body also. But it can't speak, can't see. It cannot listen. Whatever you speak, you cry, you scream, it can't listen. So right now when I say that I am speaking, who said that? I said that. And who is the one who is saying that? That is the energy. I am the life. I am the soul who is speaking through this body. This is the very foundation of Rajyoga meditation experience, that I identify myself as a soul in my real original self. So you are the soul, the conscient point of light, which is present between hypothalamus and pituitary gland. Simply we can say here, in the middle of the forehead, center of the forehead. In a very simple language, we can understand the place where you always put the tilak. In the Hindu culture, in Indian culture, we often see putting tilak here. There is no other place of putting tilak. Now let us see the relation between soul and body. If body is like a shell, then soul is the pearl in this shell. And we can say if body is like a driver, then soul is the car. Sorry, body is like the car and soul is the driver. So I can say that I am the driver of this car. I can say that I am driving the car. So who is more important, car or the driver? If body is like a house, then soul is the owner of the house. I go to meet someone, I go to see someone in their house. I'm not going to meet the house, I'm going to meet the person. Person is important, then the house, then the architecture, then the interiors of that house. I'm going there to meet that one because that is important. So we can also say that this body is like a chariot. If it is like a palace, I am the king. I, the soul, is the king, the ruler. And we every day use mobile phone. If we consider this body as a mobile, then soul is like the SIM card. Without SIM card, it's dead. It's nothing. It's just a piece of metal, nothing else. And this body is like a robo. Then soul is the programmer, the one who is actually programming, who is deciding what to act, how to act through this body. So this is the important thing to be understood and to be realized, that I am the one separate from this body. I am in the body, but I am not the body. I am the driver, I am driving the car, but I am not the car. I remember it constantly and naturally that I am not the car. I am the driver sitting in the car and driving the car. Where is driver sitting in the car? Driver can sit at the back seat and drive the car? Cannot. Why? Because the controlling panel is at the front. So I, being a driver, I should be sitting at a seat where I can control everything, right? I have to see everything. I have to check, I have to see, I have to control. So where is soul sitting? Soul, the driver, is sitting here. Medical science would say brain is controlling the body. Brain is deciding the things. But who is controlling the brain? After the soul leaves this body, brain is still there. It cannot sense anything. Brain is there. You cut the body, you burn the body, you do anything to this body. Nothing happens. There is no reaction. There is no sense in the body. There are sense organs, but it can't sense anything. So this is a question. Actually, it's very simple. Answer is very simple. That I am not this. This is not my identity. We can also say it's like my costume. I am wearing this costume. I am not the costume. Right now, wherever you are sitting, hopefully all are sitting indoors. So you are sitting in a room. You are in the room. You are not the room. You can't say unknowingly or by mistake, if somebody asks you, you cannot attach yourself to the room, your identity, you can't attach to the room, that I am the room. You know very well that you are inside the room, but you are not the room itself. Right? So the same thing is here. Here, in this house, I am the owner. I'm sitting in my room here. This is my room. This is my place, my seat here. I'm sitting here, but I am not this room. And when I realize that, then I become the master. Then I become the Raja, because I am the ruler of this kingdom. If I get attached to this, I am not the ruler anymore. I become the slave. So this becoming soul conscious, understanding the self is very, very important to realize my true identity. Let us see further. So I become the master of the body. Otherwise, what is happening? Sometimes we say, I didn't want to see that, but it just happened to me. I didn't want to hear, but somebody came, they were speaking, so I couldn't avoid it. I just had to, I can't control. Means my ears, my eyes, my tongue. I don't want to eat this. I know I decided for myself that I will not eat this, but I'm still eating that. I end up eating those things which I know that is not good for me. Why? Because I don't remember that I am the master. I don't remember that I am the controller and the ruler of this kingdom of all my sense organs. And as soon as I remind myself that I am the master, I am the soul, sitting here giving commands to this body, to each and every sense organ, then it comes completely under my control. We know very well, if we are asked to write a biodata of my body, physical identity, I know it very well. But what is the biodata of soul? Name, form, father, mother, address, date of birth, occupation, qualification. What is the specific identification? So let us come to this point. It's very, very important. As soon as I realize that I am a soul, then these are the original 7 virtues of the soul: purity, bliss, knowledge, power, peace, happiness, and love. Let me ask you one question. Yesterday also we asked this question. What do I really need in life? Or what do I need from this life? What is the most important thing which I want to have? Somebody would say that, yes, yeah, somebody is writing here because we are sitting in meditation class. We should definitely just reply peace, happiness, love. But practically we would say, no, I need money also. I need other materials also. I need to survive in this world. I need all these things. That's also necessity. But why do I need money? I need to really ask this. Finally, what is the end product? Eventually, what do I need? When I need money, I get this. And then I need more money. Then what do I get? When I get more money, I get something more. When I get more money, I get more happiness. Then I want more because I want more happiness, more than that. So finally, ultimately, actually, I want happiness. And to experience more happiness, I need some stimulus from outside. Money was acting like a stimulus for my happiness, to activate that feeling of happiness. But the stimulus came, I felt happy for a while. And after that, it's like normal because this much I have for a long time. Then now I need something else, some excitement, something new, so that I can again feel happy. So for that, I'm always looking for something from outside. But here we understand that actually it's not outside, it is inside. Don't take these words in a very casual way. This is the fact of life. This is the fact of life. No matter how much I chase for things outside, I'm not going to get that permanent happiness, because temporary things cannot give me permanent happiness. So we've come back to the reality in the first lesson of Rajyoga itself, that I, the soul, inside, having the treasure store of all these virtues. Like body is made of 5 elements, soul, we can say, is made of 7 virtues. I just don't remember that. I just don't remember that. So I have to just remind myself. So what are we doing here? We are reminding ourselves. So we will have a 5 minutes experience first, then we will go further. Okay? So let us just now, whatever we were discussing and listening, let us go into that inner journey of experiencing this true self, the true identity, who I really am. Om Shanti. Let me sit comfortably. Bringing my attention from the world outside to my inner world. Let me ask myself a simple question. Who am I? Am I this name? Am I this physical body? My profession, my qualification. I listen to my conscience to receive this reply. My inner voice tells me, who am I? I am the soul, the life energy. This body is just my costume. Through this costume, I play a variety of roles on the stage of this world. So in this moment of self-introspection, I realize my true self, my true identity is separate from the labels outside. I am a point of light. These physical organs are all my instruments. I am the master. I am the energy, the life energy. I see through these eyes. I hear through the ears. I speak through this mouth. But I know I am separate. I am just a point of light, the being of peace, the being of love, the being of happiness. Now, being in this conscience, I come back, keeping this awareness of being a point of light in the middle of the forehead. I keep my eyes open and see through the eyes. This is the very important practice to realize myself and then keeping myself in that awareness of who I really am. What is my true self? And then come into action, keeping that awareness. Then I can experience all the 7 virtues, which is actually my own treasure, which is my own self. I am this. I was this. I am this. I will be this forever. Even if the outside things, external things are changing, but I will remain the same. Now, what is happening is, now some people ask this question also, that if I am peace, I am love, I am happiness, and that is my true self, then why anger, hatred, jealousy? From where all these things coming? Answer is very simple. Just like when we say, what is darkness? Darkness is nothing, just absence of light. And when you switch on the light, if there is darkness, you just switch on the light and darkness disappears, because darkness itself has no identification. There is no existence of darkness when there is light. It simply disappears. So the same thing is what is happening. when we said that originally soul has these 7 virtues, this is my originality. When the soul came, I came on this planet, I was like a fully charged battery, charged with all these virtues. Then what is happening on this journey, that I am consuming the energy, I'm consuming my powers, my virtues, while I'm playing my role, different roles through this journey of life. But I don't have time, or I don't have the awareness of charging the battery once again. And that is the reason when battery is discharging, the light is being replaced by the darkness. From where anger comes, anger is nothing. It is an emptiness inside. Now, let us have a quick look on that. Lack of knowledge. Now here, knowledge means the real knowledge, the wisdom. Lack of knowledge will bring doubt. Doubt itself is nothing. But when I don't know the facts, when I don't know everything clearly, then there is doubt. Absence of purity is waste thoughts and waste actions. Absence of love becomes selfishness. Absence of peace becomes anger, fear, tension, worry. Absence of happiness, if I'm not happy, then I'm jealous or I'm greedy. Absence of bliss. Blissful feeling is a feeling of being contented. If I'm not contented inside, of course, I will attach myself to something or someone to get back that experience of contentment. Absence of power. Now here, power is spiritual power. If I don't experience the power inside, if I feel myself powerless, I don't feel the strength within, I try to get that power from my post, my position, or physical power. All these things will emerge. So that is the truth. But we understand the root cause, then what we need to do? I just need to switch on the light. I don't need to work separately on anger, on greed, on attachment, fear, worry, stress. I don't need to work on that. I just need to bring in light. I just need to bring in that positive energy to emerge, to explore and emerge the original virtues, the 7 virtues. As soon as I get back that, I can experience that, all other problems are solved. Because that was just absence of light. Now let us understand how, when we say that soul is the driver and this body is like a car, but how there is inner mechanism inside the soul, how is it actually working? So let us understand this. There are 3 faculties of the soul: mind, intellect, and impressions, or we call it sanskars. Many of you, those who understand Hindi, they know what is sanskar. Sanskar is a set of habits, nature, personality traits. So mind, intellect, and sanskars. We will have a quick look or understanding about these 3 faculties, how it is functioning inside. First is mind. Mind is the creator of thoughts. And what is the source of thoughts? It can be the sensory inputs, means whatever I see, whatever I hear, I listen, I smell, I taste, everything, any kind of input I get from outside, my mind will think about it, will create thoughts about it. I can have some belief systems that were created by the family atmosphere, by the education system, by the culture where I am living or I am surviving. That will give me a belief system, create a belief system inside me. And according to that belief, also my thoughts are created. Some past memories. Suppose there is someone, and I don't have a very good experience with that person, but I didn't see him for 10 years. Now that person suddenly appears in front of me as soon as that person comes. I recall all those dark memories of the past. And when I recall all those things, of course, my mind will start creating those kind of thoughts. And then there is creativity. We can create thoughts. We do create. Mind is very creative. We can actually think of anything. We can imagine anything. That's how innovations and discoveries happen, because we are very creative. That's how so many beautiful art pieces are created in this world, because of that creativity. So there are different source of thoughts, but then there is further classification, different kinds of thoughts. Let us see. First is positive thoughts. We understand. Negative thoughts, something which is not very good. Then waste thoughts. Waste thoughts is neither positive nor it is negative, but it's just waste. It's not required, unnecessary. We started thinking of someone or something and we just keep thinking about it, and there's no use of thinking that. Then there is necessary thoughts. This necessary thought also is not, it might not be very positive, but it's not negative also. Like, now vegetable is finished. I don't have any vegetable in my fridge. I have to go to buy a vegetable. It's neither positive nor it is negative. It's just necessary thought. So we have all these 4 kinds of thoughts usually we can classify. But after that, now next question is, so many thoughts. We know how many thoughts are coming in our minds in one day or in 1 minute. How many things you can think or imagine in 1 minute? There can be like 20, 30, 50 things I can think about in 1 minute. But can I do everything? No. So I need to filter that, right? Who is going to filter that? Yeah, approximately 50. Okay, everyone will have a different number. Somebody 20, somebody 30, somebody 50. It depends. If you are in stress, then it can be even 80, because the speed of thoughts is very fast at that time. When we are in fear, it's very fast. So, but then the next question is that how to choose. 10 things I'm thinking in 1 minute, and I have to choose. Who is going to choose that? Have you sometimes experienced that there is a dialogue inside? I should do this or I should do that. Then I feel there is some gut feeling, there is something inside that's telling me what's right. What should I do actually? What should I choose out of all these options my mind is giving to me? Do you experience that sometimes, that inside I have that kind of inner voice that is telling me? What is that? That is the second faculty of the soul. Intellect, the decision maker. This is the decision making faculty that will decide, will analyze, will choose, will calculate, will discern, discriminate what's right, what's wrong, what's in long term, what is good for me, short term, what is good for me, what is that relates with my purpose, my goal. So all this decision making is done by the intellect, which is the second faculty of the soul. And someone whose intellect is working very well is called intellectual. And then the third thing is, now here you see the dialogue of mind and intellect. If mind is like a horse, then intellect is the horse rider. Now, horse rider needs knowledge. of destination, one thing. Second thing, it also needs the power, the strength to control the horse. Otherwise, difficult to manage this mind because it's running like a horse. Now, when the intellect is deciding, choosing something, one thought out of so many thoughts, then that thought comes into action. And that action, when I repeat a similar kind of action again and again and again, it becomes my habit. And habit goes deeper into the subconscious and it becomes sanskar. It is registered on the soul. It is recorded as an impression on the soul, imprinted inside. And not only in the superficial memories, but it is something so deep that even if the soul leaves the body, this sanskar will go with the soul to the next birth also. And we have seen the examples of that. We can experience that in our own life also. Sometimes we observe some kids. And people would say that when they say something very unusual, some kind of habit, very unusual, and which is not visible in any of the family member of that child, neither in the parents, not in the grandparents, not in anyone else. But you see that this child is so unique and so different from others, from where this sanskar is coming. Because soul is eternal, soul never dies. It's imperishable, immortal. So soul is carrying the sanskar, the impressions of the actions, with carrying forward to the next life. So how much I need to be careful about it? What I think, what I decide to do, to bring into action, because every thought is not being translated into action. Some thought, they just remain as thoughts. They never become action. They never become karma. But what am I choosing is really deciding my destiny. Because that is what I'm performing. Today, you see, I suppose I tell you that for meditation, you can try if you wake up early morning. Early morning can be a different definition for everyone. Some people, for them, whenever you wake up at 4, it's good morning. When you wake up at 7, it's good morning. You wake up at 10 also is good morning. So everyone says good morning, but depends when is your good morning. If I suggest you and I convince you completely that you should wake up before 5 in the morning, and you are really convinced by the logic I have given you, I'm just giving an example to you. But yes, I do suggest everyone that if you can wake up at that time is good. So suppose you wake up, you decide, after listening to the class, you decided that yes, tomorrow definitely I am going to wake up at 4 or 4:30, before 5. So you go back after the class, and first thing you do is you set the alarm clock, 4:30. By this time, everything is fine. But when early morning 4:30 alarm clock rings, what happens? If someone who is used to waking up at 7 or 7:30 or 8, something like that, and today it's 4:30, what is the dialogue inside? We know what is happening. Yes, we just snooze the alarm. That's right. That is what most of us do. But what is happening inside? Why did I take this action? How and who decided? I was the one that was my choice to decide that yes, I want to wake up. I decide, I take the action also. I use the alarm clock. And then I am the same person who is deciding in the morning not to wake up. 10 minutes more, 20 minutes more, half an hour more. It's a long day. It's going to be so hectic during the day. So I need to sleep more. I want to wake up early. There's a dialogue inside that time. I want, but I will start soon, not today. I will start it later. This is something happening with most of us. Mind is saying something else. Mind is influenced by my old habits and sanskars, because it's a long ago this habit has been made by repeated actions. Same kind of actions is being repeated every day. And now here is the question of creating a new habit. So I have to challenge my old habits. And this is possible only with meditation. We are understanding the mechanism. We do understand the dialogue. We understand what is right and what is wrong. But the next step is getting the power through meditation. Because what will happen with meditation? Intellect, the one who has to decide. Because at that time, who is deciding to snooze the alarm? Who is the one who's deciding? Intellect. And who is convincing the intellect to decide that, to choose that? The same intellect who was choosing, yes, deciding, yes, I want to wake up. Same intellect in the morning is being influenced by something. And that something is not outside. Outside is the alarm at that time, but my inside voice, which is influenced by my old habits. Now, in this case, mind is innocent, because mind simply creates thoughts. Intellect has to become powerful, positive, and pure. When the filter is clean and pure, it can really choose the right thing at the right time. Otherwise, this is the main problem in many people's life, that I can't decide the things at right time. Sometimes we make right choices, but very late. So choosing the right thing at the right time is very important. And for that, meditation is empowering my intellect to make right decisions. And then accordingly, it is imprinted on the soul in the form of sanskars or impressions. So there are different kinds of sanskars. There are sanskars of past birth, as we discussed. There are sanskars that we get from our parents. We get from the company where we remain. That's why it is called a man is known by the company he keeps. Present time sanskar, because at present moment also what I choose, how I use my intellect to choose, to make the choices out of so many thoughts, that also creates my sanskars. And then there are some eternal sanskars, eternal impressions on the soul. That is the 7 virtues of the soul, which is my original pure sanskar, my true self, my true identity. And how is it visible? It's visible in the form of habits, my nature. Usually we say my nature is like that. I am like this. I am a person like this. So all this is happening inside. But these are 3 faculties of the soul. I am this. I am the master. So I take the lead. I take the responsibility. And I take back my seat of being a ruler, of being a master, being a king. And then I can give directions to my mind, my intellect, and the sanskars also can be changed. So this is how myself, true self, understanding of the true self will actually help me in transforming many things of my life. Now, not taking much time, we will go into the experience, the journey within, that what we were discussing. Let us experience it once again. Om Shanti. Let me sit comfortably. Taking a deep breath in and letting it out. I relax myself. First of all, in this silence, I simply observe my mind. I observe my thoughts. I, the soul, the shining star in the center of my forehead. I am the observer. First, I simply observe without judgment. I choose to bring back my attention from outside to inside. I am the master. I am the master of my mind and my intellect. I can choose my thoughts. I can decide which thoughts could be translated into actions. Stabilize myself in my seat of self-realization. I feel the strength within. I experience the power to choose. I re-emerge the capability to take decisions. As I go within, I see my true self, so pure, so peaceful. I experience clarity, clarity of intellect. All the confusions, doubts are vanishing. I become the master of myself. Om Shanti.
Didi, may I take queries related to today's session? Yeah, so the first question is, why is it important to consider oneself as soul? Because I was considering myself as body throughout, and I would like to know what are the benefits of considering oneself as a soul versus body.
Wait a minute. Because this is the first step today for meditation, and the most important and the foundation, as I said, of Rajyoga, being soul conscious, being aware of my true self, which is the soul, and considering myself as a soul. It's not only considering myself as a soul, but it is the reality that I am a soul. I am reminding myself that I am a soul. So it's about shifting your awareness from body conscious to soul conscious. So let us have a look. What are the benefits if I shift my awareness from body conscious to soul conscious? In body consciousness, there is comparison. And in soul consciousness, there is acceptance. In body consciousness, it divides. Soul consciousness unites, because it's only because of body consciousness that we can see the differences, because we see ourselves, we see each other on the outside, and on the outside we all are different. But when we see the inside, I, the soul, I'm talking to you as a soul, then it unites, it actually removes, it vanishes all the boundaries of color, of religion, of nationality, of gender, everything which was dividing us on the basis of body consciousness. In body consciousness, I am a slave of my desires. Because when I consider myself as a body, which is not the truth, but I started believing that I am so and so, then of course it's like, I am so and so, I am elder, or I'm senior, you are my junior, then you should be doing that to me. So I have some desires that I should be getting this, I have some expectations. So I become the slave. But in soul conscious, I am the master, as we have already discussed it. And then I am free. When I'm the master, I'm free from desires and expectations. Body consciousness, the biggest fear is the fear of death. And in soul consciousness, I know I never die. I know I am eternal. I know I am immortal. So there is no fear.
Okay. The next question is, while staying at home or while working, or if I'm a student, it seems a bit difficult to remain in the awareness that I'm a soul.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you in the beginning. Can you please repeat?
Yeah, like if I'm a student or if I'm working, while doing my chores at home, it seems a bit difficult to remain in the awareness that I'm a soul. Like I keep forgetting. So how do we deal with that?
It's good that at least you are aware. You are aware that you are forgetting. Because if you are aware that you're forgetting, then you will try to remember and recall next time. And it is very practical question, and you should not be feeling that it is something abnormal, because see, even in only in one life, if you see from the childhood, what we were taught that you are so and so. I was a small child, little child, and I was shown the mirror and I was told that this is you, this is you, this is you, 1,000 times. 10,000 times I was told, this is your name, this is your name, this is your name. And when I started believing it and I started living with that, and now after so many years, somebody comes and tells me, you are not this. Of course, it will take some time. So allow yourself to take some time to practice this. But more you practice, less you will be forgetful about this. Now, if you can remember that I am a soul even only once or twice a day, maybe tomorrow it will be 5 times a day, and then it will, this awareness keeps on increasing, and that joy comes back. It keeps on increasing. So it's a matter of practice. So you just remember how many times I have practiced that I am this body. How many times I was told, you are Sapna, you are Sapna. I used to say, I'm Sapna, I'm Sapna, I'm Sapna. I mean, I'm not. This is my name. I'm not this.
Okay. The next question is how to use all the 7 innate qualities of the soul in the mechanical manner in a day? Like, how do you use it practically?
When you are aware that this is my quality and this is me, then it is natural that it will come into practice. It will come into my action. When I am aware, I am peaceful. I'm peaceful and I'm fully aware. Suppose I'm fully aware, I'm peaceful. And then, of course, different situations will come during the day. Somebody comes and starts shouting at me without any reason. I don't even know what is my mistake, and they're just shouting at me. But if I am really experiencing, just before that, I'm experiencing, I'm peaceful soul. I'm calm, I'm peace. This is my true self. Now, even if this situation is happening, but this awareness will help me to keep my calm. Normally, people will give you the tips. When somebody is angry, you should keep quiet, you should not react, you should not do that. That is superficial, but this will become practical when I'm soul conscious, when I am aware that I'm peaceful soul.
Okay. So the next question is, how can one be patient? How can one remain patient in this situation when it's totally against us?
It's only when the situation is against you, then you have to be patient. If everything is going according to me and everyone is working the way I want them to work, there's no question of patience there. The question comes only when things are not my way. And that is where this is a test. Because right now you are studying. We are studying, right? And study is not complete without a test. When I'm understanding and I tell myself that, yes, I'm understanding. While listening, I feel, yes, now I realize, now I know. But how do you really know that you know? When the situation comes. That is the time to practice. That is also a time of checking. You know, sometimes it will happen that I tried, I could keep my patience for a while, but later on I just lost it and I just reacted, and later on then I regret that I should not be doing that. So that is where realization comes, and realization will improve it later on. But of course, in the next lessons, when we understand the source of all this strength, because it needs quite a lot of strength within to keep that patience for a long time, really long time sometimes. For that strength, I need to connect with that source. So knowing the source, knowing God is important. So it will become easier when you connect there.
Next question is how to keep the mind stable during meditation as it keeps wandering.
Mind is used to wander around for a long, long time. It's like a child. So you have to make this child a good friend. And this friend will listen to you. And in friendship, first thing is you have to accept the person. So accept your mind as it is first. And just think about it. A child, what is the basic nature of a child? He will jump here, jump there. It cannot sit just at one place. Even if you want him to sit at one place, you warn him that don't move from here. You just have to sit here. Don't go anywhere. And when you especially say don't go anywhere, what will he do? He will definitely go. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to control the mind. This word is very dangerous. Nobody likes to be controlled, including my own mind. It doesn't like to be controlled. So when I say that I want to control my mind, it's running away, it's wandering, I want to control, it doesn't feel good. So instead of controlling and trying to stop some particular kind of thoughts which I don't like, instead of doing that, I give a positive direction to my thoughts. I give some homework every day to my mind. Today, I will experience this. Today, I'm going to think about this. Today, I'm going to reflect on this point of knowledge. So I give some task so that it is busy. There are 10 rooms in the house, 9 are open, 1 is locked. Where will my mind go? Where will the child go and knock? I want to see this one. You're free to go anywhere out of these 9 rooms, but not this one. No, I just want this one. And this is what is happening with our mind. So don't try to control it or force it. Be gentle with yourself. Slowly, gently change the direction.
Diti, one more question. If I see a picture or video on Facebook, it makes my mind disturbed, and I keep watching it for hours. So, how to control my mind from disturbing?
We should sometimes experiment digital fasting. Fasting, complete fasting for some time. And this is the need of the hour right now for many of us. Although this technology has become part of our life, all these gadgets have become so important for everything, whatever we are doing in whichever field we are. But We also do that, although we are serving through the technology, but sometimes we do that. That whole day, no mobile phone today, no answering of calls and messages today. And we just tell everyone that complete silence, just appointment with myself. So I have to gather that strength. To gather that strength, I need to in between. It's good for health, no? Like physical fasting for food is also good for health, for this physical health. For mental health, digital fasting, very, very important, very important. Try and do that. I would be eager to listen to your experiences.
Yes, and can someone as souls enter my body? Is it possible for someone else souls to enter my body?
Actually, ideally, one body has only one soul. It's not easy to keep two souls in one body. One car, only one driver. There cannot be another driver in the car. But actually, things like that, I know why you're asking this question. Maybe you have experienced or heard about something like that happened to someone else, and some people are very scared of the ghost or the evil souls or these kind of things. I would just say one thing. Even if there is something like that that exists, if I just keep myself positive, I am always protected from these kind of things. We don't really need to go into this subject, at least not at this point of time. I think when you understand more the journey of the souls, you understand more about karma in the future lessons, then there will be more clarity about this subject. But only one suggestion I want to give, that you yourself are so positive, originally so pure and peaceful, that actually these things don't really matter.
Yes, and please tell us how to control mood swings.
Become the master. Become your own master, take your own responsibility. When your moods are depending on someone else, something outside, an outside world is swinging. So your moods are also swinging. That is the main reason. My mood should be my choice. Mood is nothing, just keep it aside. I just stay in my self-awareness, awareness of my original qualities and virtues of being peaceful, being loveful, being happy, being joyful, and share the same with others without any expectations. Then nobody can control my moods. You can be ever happy, ever joyful, ever loveful and peaceful.
And Didi, last question for today. My husband passed away last year. I would like to know if his soul is all right. I have been reading books to call his soul back to ask if he's all right. I want to know if he's all right. Is it ethical? Will it work?
First thing, if you say this is ethical, I think it is against the nature to call the soul back. Even if you are pulling the soul with your thoughts because of those memories associated with the identity of that person, there can be some very nice, positive, beautiful memories about that person, which we want to live again. And that's why we are remembering that person again. But first thing, actually, the soul journey we will understand in the next lessons, but at least I will tell you one thing, that once this role is over, the soul is gone for the next role. And if I am still pulling that soul in my thoughts, in my memories, because actually I'm attached to that physical appearance of that person, and that physical appearance is gone, is finished, body is no more there, soul still exists, and that soul is playing another role with another parents, another family, and different relations now. So if I really love that person, I should be setting them free, just sending the good wishes, setting them free for the next journey. Otherwise, I am actually sending a negative energy. I'm sending the energy of pain, and also creating pain kind of for that person as well. Because you have seen a small baby sometimes, suddenly he would cry, suddenly start smiling or laughing. Why it happens? The reason is very small, little baby, not yet associated with this family, not yet feels any connection with this family. But the soul is still associated with the past memories, even if it's not in the memories, but those souls, those people, those relations of the past life are remembering him. If they are crying for him, this baby starts crying. Do you want to give that pain to that soul in the next life? Baby can't even speak anything, can't even share that pain with anyone, but experiencing the pain.
And Didi, there are some more questions. Initially, while meditating early morning, then do I need to repeat what you are suggesting to myself as a soul? Can I hear some background commentary as a beginner?
Yes, definitely some commentaries would be helpful for beginners, those who are very new to this journey of meditation. And for some time, you can take help of that commentary. I think this is available, this recording is also available on the YouTube, and there are a lot of other stuff on Brahma Kumari's websites and YouTube channels. And I think that team can help to share some other commentaries also that can be helpful for you as a beginner.
Sanskars are being carried forward, then how to analyze what have been carried forward, what I earned in this life, and what next to be done to take it more towards positivity, how to use inner power to analyze, to recall, to take corrective actions.
Okay, I think no need to analyze too much that which sanskar is from the past life, which sanskar is I created in this life. But from now, what kind of actions I'm choosing to perform, what kind of words I speak, I choose to speak, that I can decide, that I can mindfully, thoughtfully decide. Because this is going to create my future destiny. This is what I'm definitely going to carry with me. Okay, forget about the next life first. First, think about this life. In this life also, whatever habits I'm creating now, if I'm repeating some particular kind of actions from now also, it will create a new sanskar. And even if I carried some sanskar from the past life, which was not good, because there can be some good sanskars I carried with me, there can be something which is not very positive, but I can change it now, because that was also created by that inner mechanism. When the thoughts of the mind pass through the intellect, then it comes into action. The same way I can create new, and I can change the past sanskars as well. But of course, I have to challenge. I have to challenge my past deep-rooted impressions, because it is constantly affecting, influencing my intellect, my decision-making, my choices.
Okay, Didi.
One final question is there. When I have worries, how can I be peaceful?
you can just practice peace, worry will be released. Both cannot stay together. And worry is usually about the future. In the coming lessons, we will understand the cycle of time. When we understand the cycle of time, that releases us from worries. Because when we know, first thing is karma, when I understand karma philosophy, and when I understand the cycle of time, when I understand whatever is happening to me is the result of what I did before, and what I'm going to do now is going to affect my future, I understand it logically, then there is no point of worrying, because worrying is actually just creating, it's just like an imagination of a negative future, which has not happened yet, but it is happening in just my mind. So when I just create peaceful thoughts, there is no place for worries. And one thing which is very important, which helps a lot, is faith. When I have a strong faith, strong belief in that one, when you understand who is God, then your faith becomes stronger. And of course, then you are under that canopy of protection, you cannot have any worries.
Okay, Didi, I think that was the last question for the day. Thank you so much for this wonderful session. And also thanks to all the participants for being part of this enlightening session. We hope that you all continue to avail benefit from the following sessions without fail. And the queries which are left will be addressed in the following session. Also, if you have any more queries, you can post it in the WhatsApp group, which is given. Okay. Thank you, Didi. Thank you so much.